The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman on this 16th day of July. My pleasure to be here. Dow is unchanged at 25,018. S&P is down 4.5 at 2796. The comp index at this point is down 13 at 7812. Very interesting, very interesting. Over the weekend, I had a difficult day trying to get my charts out on Saturday. I was out all day. I got back very late, so Sunday I started getting everything back in again. But I had been looking at the charts. In fact, I looked at them a lot on Friday during the intraday, and I think that within the context of what we're looking at, two things happened. One is on Friday, I had a Chapman Wave trend gauge reading, which suggested within 2 sessions, there should be a 9 to 11 point E-mini rally that should help the down the S&P move positive. So what we had was, let me get to it right here. There it is. So we're looking at the close on Friday, 4 o'clock, right there. So we close on Friday the 13th in the E-mini at 2802. Rally overnight to 2809. Double top 2809 times 2, those two 120-minute bars, pulls back a little here. Had a question about the trough A. Let me just see. Yeah, that's trough A, that's trough B. We're in leg C to the downside, possibly a trough C. I've got different numbers. So at 00, that's at midnight. 2803.75 was the low. Then it rallied some, and then at 2 in the morning went to 2803.75. Hey, how can that be? Look, these look these look very different, don't they? 2803.75. 2803.75. You're absolutely correct. So this is really leg B. All right. Gee, that was deceptive. That's one of the best things about being able to automate it, is that you would definitely see that. I did not see. I still don't see it. That would be have to be there. I would have seen that. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. This is a leg B to the downside, small case B, and it's in a at 2797.50 based on my 2-minute chart. Made a little peak D just about 20 minutes ago, making an arch formation. If it takes out 2796, it'll probably retest that 2795 area very quickly. If it takes out 2795, we've got a deeper pullback. What I'd say to subscribers is, if the Dow isn't a certain point higher, and the S&P isn't a certain point higher at around about just after 12 o'clock, there's a real good chance, and if it in fact is minus, there's a real good chance that we have a consolidation today, leaving tomorrow to be a day that perhaps we get a bounce, a really strong bounce. Doesn't mean to say you have to go. The technique, the Chapman Wave trend gauge, suggests that you got to be a little careful, because even if the market is down, you've got to be prepared that at any point there could be a 9 to 11 point rally. Then maybe you could short again if you wanted to, but that's what you got to be careful. And so far, we're watching that very closely. All right, let's get to the numbers. Dow. The Dow made a new recovery high today to extend leg C. I was hoping that it would be a peak C today with no new high, and then tomorrow would be a rally starting going into Wednesday, and then we're going to make some decisions. This way you can't get a leg D. You don't have to get a leg D because you're under the previous peak D of 25,402, but the MACD is strong, the stochastics at 92%. There's every evidence here that the market is going to go a little higher, I say, this particular week, and then we're going to see what happens. I'm not sure if we're going to make a leg D in the weekly chart above 25,086. It's a 25,000. I'm sorry, 402. That was a mistake. It was this one right here, 25,402, the high of the week of June the 15th, a month ago. All right, that's really the big issue. My thinking is that we're stuck in a range. That range should continue for a little while longer. Dow's down 7 at 25,012. MACD strong, stochastic strong. Key support at 24,970 to 24,950s today. And resistance, we've already hit the resistance, and the resistance was at the 25,051 level. I said 25,050s, and if it holds that, you can go to 25,090s. So far, it's the first one that's become resistance. Here we go, S&P, also in leg D. Nope, could be a peak C. Oh, we're going to get this mixed panoply of waves. All right, well, this is going to be a peak C if there's no high above 2804.53 in the cash. S&P 500 down 5 at 2795.95. Good support at the 2792 to 2787 area, and strong resistance starts to come in around about here 2805 to 2809s. That's really what I'm looking at shorter term. Leg D in the weekly. Let me get rid of the monthly because you don't need it. The 120 because you don't need it right now. That monthly chart, both in the Dow and the S&P, has improved a lot. Got to keep that into consideration. Let's go to the QQQ series, the NDX 100 trading vehicle power shares trust. This, in fact, is trading at, what do they call it? They call it the Invesco. Did it get taken over? Invesco QQ Trust. I'm going to have to call it that. All this time, Invesco, I've been calling it the power shares. Invesco QQQ Trust series. I don't mind, whatever they want to call it. It's in leg D, extended that leg D above 179.90 from Friday, 179.95 by 5 cents. Leg D, I'm watching all of this closely. Why? Because the MACD is still rallying. The stochastic is very strong at 94% in the daily, and the weekly has improved a lot. Parameters to watch, 177.20 to 176.90. Key support, resistance is in the 180.90 to 181.80 area. We'll see what happens there. I want to go to the IWM. Remember, that was lagging badly. Whoa, lagging again today, down 93 cents at 166.49. This is very interesting. Under the 9-period moving average, under the 14-period moving average, could be a U-shaped pattern in the weekly chart. Make it clear, I said it closed below 166 anytime in the next week. That was last week I said it. So it applies to this week, would be very negative. And any close above 167.85 to 169.20 resistance above that would be A positive, not V positive, but A positive. Hey, gold. Finally, we've got gold. Oh, so now it's down 1. It was up a little bit earlier on. There's a 1240.1 making the arch formation. Went under the left side low of 1238.80, the low of the 1st and 2nd of July, 3rd of July. Last week we closed above it. We'll see what happens. This is a very important moment for gold because it's really testing key support levels in the daily, the weekly, and look, the monthly. That trend line, we're under that trend line. Still 2 weeks to go. Not a big deal. Let's go to the dollar quickly as we go to the break. The dollar right now is down 56 at 94.55. Still holding very well. That weekly chart still looks good. I'll be right back. Dow's down 10.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Basil takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Hi everyone, so we're looking at the Thomson Reuters Equal Weight Commodity Index. And it is down 1.97 at 409.43, down 0.48%, making its second arch in an M, a lowercase m formation. If it closes July well under the 200-period exponential moving average, which is somewhere around 418, if it closes especially under 400, that's going to be a big negative in terms of the commodity. So we're watching this closely. Why? Because it really needs peak E in the monthly chart, peak E in the weekly chart, sharply lower. The daily chart has gone to, no, it's testing the left side low, made a peak G, a rare peak G to the upside. A turnaround, and now it's down to the 493 level. It was up in the 440s. Hey, this is just not good action, and there is a little bit of a positive divergence with the stochastic and the price, but so far you see nothing in the price. So this is key to watch. Silver also is down. Silver's down 0.02 at 1579. Also took out the left side low of early July and last week. Closed above it, and now it's trading under it. Got to watch this real closely. Most importantly, we've got crude oil. Now, crude oil is down 271 at 68.30. It's taking out that whole 68 that I said was absolutely key support that it must hold. That means 61.50. Is that a 5 or a 9? 61. Yeah. 61.50 is going to be the weekly key support is the 68.25. This is not a really conventional Chapman Wave peak C1, C2. It had every indication that it really was a failure pattern on this right side, failure at on the 10th at 74.70, haven't hit on the 3rd, 75.27. 75s, and now it's giving back, just like it gained huge on the way up. Now it's dropping huge on the way down. Not a good sign. The weekly chart is also very weak. So now I'm looking at crude oil. I'm saying I was a little afraid of this, that crude oil might not hold. By the way, it gapped down. It just reversed on the 11th so sharply from the 74s to the 70 level. This is just not good action. So watch that closely. Let's see what the XAL is doing. I always have a question about the XAL. That's the airline index. Down 42 cents at 102.80 in leg B. Leg 97.31, 97.31, leg A, B, leg C. So it's attempting to try to move to the upside. Next question I had was, no, next thing I wanted to look at, of course, was a TLT. TLT peak E at 122.92. It's kind of pulling back here. I'm still convinced that the yields are trading in an upper level consolidation so far. No big break to the upside, no big break to the downside. This is the week we're going to be watching that really closely. Question about would I add to Shine SHN? This is no, so this is Schnitzer Steel. That's what I meant to say. Schnitzer Steel. No. At 34.22, I'm going to say wait. Let's see where we want to go with this. Peak. I'll just real quickly. Here we go. Up arrow. Obvious up arrow. Now we count the peaks. Merely count the peaks alphabetically in sequence. A, B, C. Double top. Is that a D? That's a D. No, double check. I think it's by 1 penny. This is the D. 33, 33. Yep. So that's D, E, and this is a rogue wave F. Oh, I'd be real careful. Be careful. Remember, the whole thing with tariffs and all, you want to see steel on its own making profits, and then the tariffs are going to be huge, huge if you get profits and then tariffs. Not just tariffs. Tariffs alone, I don't think they're going to do it. You've got to have them both. And as it stands right now, this is one of the better steel companies, SCHN, trading at 34.22, down $1.33. Weekly chart in leg a gray A, gray B. I would have said possibly at 80% in the stochastic. That's an up trend in the weekly, but let's see. Got to give it the whole week. Let's see if it closes below the 9 and the 14 period moving averages. That makes the 33.50s really important. And the monthly chart still acting quite well. So let's see what's happening with X, which is X marks the spot right there, trading down 36 cents, no great shakes. And AK Steel, no great shakes, and that's down 8 cents. A peak C1, C2. Yeah, I'd just be careful of this SLX. Let's do the SLX. Be careful. It's not breaking down yet, but at 45.50, the Steel Van Eck Vectors ETF, if it closes under 44.60 in the next few days, that's going to be a negative for the daily. It won't help the weekly at all. It'll be a negative, and the monthly is still holding pretty well when you think about it. All right. Questions I had, would I look at Boeing? Boeing, as always, Boeing is up today. It's up 4.42 in the leg C. Well, there's that arch formation right there. Then it goes to a cup formation, double top. I'd say there's a chance that it could be in a trading range with another cup formation, but my inclination was to say that Boeing is going to be pulling back sharply over the next few weeks, and that my target is still the 322 to the 314s. I'd say that's, we'll see. Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. EM, yes, good question. EM, this is the iShares, the emerging market ETF, trading at 43.59, down 26 cents. The 200 period moving average in the weekly is at 41.55. It is in a decided down move, having made that top right there. That's an inverted V, that's a negative, like a down arrow, double down arrow. And it's been under the 9 period moving average of the weekly. The monthly chart, actually, I didn't see this. I should have put this as a down arrow in the monthly. I don't see the emerging markets just yet doing anything. Trying to build some kind of a base between the 43s and the 41s. I'm just going to say, give it a chance. That's all. Give it a chance. Question I had the other day, and I said I'd go through it on Monday. ARWR, Arrowhead Pharma, Biotech. I knew that was going to happen. I did this last night. I said, I'm going to call this a peak C and not a G/C because the MACD is still very good and it hasn't quite got the characteristic that I look for a peak D. And there it is. It made its leg D at 16.76 today. It's trading at 15.82. I think it's in for a little bit of a pullback. That's what we were talking about the other day. Was that for Tim? I can't remember right now. One of my subscribers to my opening call sent an email wanting to know about ARWR. This is where you got to be a little bit careful. I wouldn't rush into it, but I would say to you, keep it in mind that if you're holding it, maybe if you want to take a little bit off here, but this is really very good action. So I'm just saying, 1586 right now, 1523 to 1473. That's kind of the area that I want to look at it. And then maybe even I will start to look at it as a positive. Leg D in the monthly, leg G/C in the weekly, all of it very good. Good action. All right, so now I got BRK was a question in the gym, BRKB. I'm looking at Berkshire Hathaway B shares trading down, up $1.18 at 192.14. Peak A, peak B, no, peak A, leg B. It's in leg B right on the daily 200 period exponential moving average, doing nicely. Now, I didn't do well for my subscribers. I'm sorry. Bank of America, we got in again. We've had it before and had a very nice gain. I got in here at the 70, BC, not BC, but BAC. BAC is up 73 cents at 29.27. I just wasn't sure. I thought this is, I'll talk about it when we get back.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The TAS Profile Scanner Plus, developed by John Logan and his team, is a standalone piece of software that can change the way you trade. Let the TAS Profile Scanner work for you by scanning over 5,000 financial instruments such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner Plus right at TFNN.com. And when you sign up, you gain instant access to John Logan's most recent webinar, How Price, Volume, and Time Make Market Profiles So Unique. This hour-long webinar with John Logan will walk you through the most powerful features of the scanner and how you can use it to become a more successful and profitable trader. You pay absolutely nothing for 30 days while you try out this software risk-free. For more information on the TAS Profile Scanner and to get your 30-day free trial today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's a ton of questions. Let me kind of go to the questions right now. Hi, Basil. Hope you had a great weekend. Yep, I had a very good weekend. A lot of driving, but good. I'm looking forward to your take about C, that City Group, closing at a round number 67 on this past Friday. Hope you can share your thoughts on today's radio show. Thanks, Hector. Hector, so this is really quite important to me. I'm talking about Bank of America first because that's what I had for subscribers. We were in the below 28 and it's trading at 29.31 right now. I put in a real tight stop. I just didn't feel like, because of the lower lows and lower highs in the weekly chart, even though I thought that what could go wrong with Bank of America, they've had so much time. They've kind of done things right from what I can tell. I just saw more time than price on the downside. I probably should have just said, you know what, we're holding Bank of America for this next phase. I just, I didn't have the courage. We've had some real nice trades. I dumb. That's all. I got nervous. I did the homework, and the homework said there is a chance, based on the lousy Thursday and Friday action, that we could have one little dip on Friday. I just didn't want to take that risk. I probably should have said add to it on a pullback. But how could I do that when the weekly chart is making lower lows and in a trough C? Well, there's a nice doji candle from 3 weeks ago that indicated the turnaround. And the monthly chart is holding the 2774. That's the 14-period moving average was below that. So now it's above that. All right, so I wasn't sure. So here comes wrong. Bank of America is acting very well today. The monthly chart is holding very nicely. It's that weekly chart that's a little worry for me. And if in the next 3 days, if Bank of America gives back quite I don't know why it should, but let's just say it's a 29.33. If it starts to trade at 28.92, 28.83 for 2 sessions in a row, I'm just going to say, oh man, just another failure pattern. That means that yields are probably going to be going lower, going higher. And that's going to help the banks. So, but if it pulls back, no, if it goes to 29.60, it says that yields should be going higher and that this should be helping the banks. I just don't know. I made a mistake. I can always just jump back in. It's not a big deal. If it is going to go to the 31s, 32s over the next few weeks, just not sure that it's ready. I'll have to assess that at the end of the day. Now I can get to your city. Why? Because I think Bank of America qualitatively seems to me to be a better bank, and its price has acted better. So Citigroup is trading at 69.03, up 2.03, helped by the Bank of America earnings. It wasn't helped on the Friday by the earnings, I think, JP Morgan. So 203 right now. It looks like it wants to go to leg D. It looks in the daily, it looks like it wants to go to 69.74, the 200-period exponential moving average. Is this just yet another weekly fake out that by the end of the week it turns around again? I'm going to be watching this closely, because if bank shares can start, if the XLF, the financials start to rally, that's going to be very important. Now, as to your round number, you see, I don't really care about round numbers unless they're at significant lows or significant highs. And if you go to the weekly chart of Citigroup, look at this. That peak F that was made on the 29th of January, on the left side, no round numbers. On the right side, no round numbers. And then the day after, had no round numbers. So yes, it's a technique that I use that is just one of many. So just to see a round number, that's good to observe. But my whole issue about round numbers is that they occur on major declines, like on October the 19th, 1987, where you just saw literally hundreds of round numbers because people were just throwing away stocks. They would open at 44, have an intraday low of maybe 22, and then close at 28. I mean, huge moves. And that was just a clue to me that was a major bottom. So let me just say, good observation. But we saw the other day, Amazon made a round number close. I got an email about that, but I still wasn't prepared yet to say, hey, that was it. I did observe it, that it was a round number close. That was right here on the 12th of July. 1798.00 was the high. Trading right now at 18.31. Leg D to the huge leg D to the upside. That's what's helping the Qs. That's what's helping the market sort of stabilize a little bit. Yes, so round numbers. I'll be looking for round numbers again in Amazon. We'll see. But we've had them in many stocks. You remember the SMHs? Oh, I remember the SMHs. What about the SMHs? 102, 112. 112 round number high on the 7th of June. That's where it was important. Peak E, turnaround. That's very soon after that we went short. So that's where I look at it. So Citigroup holding very nicely, doing well on the day. I think it's going to do well in the next few days. I think it's going to go to a D. Look at the SPY. The SPY right now is in leg C, probably a peak C. I think this week we could see some kind of a short-term top. I'm saying I think, but I just can't say for sure. This is a buy mode in the SPY because it's gone to a higher high above the 279.48 high of June the 13th. Trading 279.42 right now, but it had gone on Friday to 279.93. Okay, next thing I want to look at. So I hope that answers your question. Hector, next question was transportation, JB Hunt. This is the, look at that. Goes to a leg E in the monthly. It goes to an A, B. It's kind of like a C. Oh, A, B, C, D. No, A, alternate count. F, G. A G/C in the weekly chart at all-time high. So C is unusual, C minus. It gaps up today, huge. It opens at 129.74. 129.74 is a little above the close of 121.83 on the 13th. That was on Friday. And now it's trading below. It's at 120.89, down 94 cents. Huge. I don't know if this must have been earnings. It hit the 200-period exponential moving average in the 116s, trading now at 120.89. Whoa. We'll have to watch this. This is not a good sign. Leg E in the monthly chart. If it closes today somewhere back in the 124s, I'd say, whew, save the day. But anywhere around here or lower, not a good sign, not a good sign. XPO. Oh, XPO. XPO is, now it makes sense. Thank you, Sarah. XPO is, why do I keep typing it there? Click, click, there we go. XPO. XPO is XPO Logistics, down 257. So we've been following this. It made that peak D right there at 115.49 on the, what was that date? That was on the 13th of June. It got a lot of turnarounds on the 13th of June. And it's now trading at 99.18. Not good sign. This is the IYT. This is the transportation index right now, down $1.74. Not a good sign. That's the reason why I'm getting a little bit more cautious, even though we've added to the longs. And I missed one today that we wanted to add to. It's okay. Next thing we want to look at is same question. We did all that. Bob wants to know about Caterpillar. Hey, Caterpillar. This is not a very hungry Caterpillar. This is down 251 to 138.24. Speaks to that commodity index. Not good, a good sign at all. UTX, which is up 2 cents. Not bad. I'll be right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
So as we were going off for that segment, 138.14 Caterpillar trading down 261. Just not good action at all. And that kind of goes to the whole commodity index that I was showing just a short while ago. Just watch out. And UTX, which we are still long, has had a real nice move up. It's in leg C. It's extended leg B in the weekly. Monthly chart is improving. It reminds you a lot of the Dow. It has a lot of characteristics here. I'm watching it because I think it's getting close to some kind of a pullback, and that pullback is going to be the most important one that we've had in quite a while for clues. I'm not saying the most important because it's going to be the deepest or the shortest or the longest. I'm just saying for clues because we've run the course in letters on the upside for the daily charts in many cases, so we'll see what happens. Walmart, Walmart, this is a very interesting thing. Walmart looks a little bit like weekly chart, like Caterpillar. Had a huge leg E, a peak E in the monthly chart, having hit a high of 109.98 January, and now it's trading at 87.01. I would say that a 30-point pullback, you got to respect that. And it's struggling. It's in leg C off a very low base in the weekly chart. So the question is, I'm not sure whether we wanted to buy it or whatever. I'm looking at this and I'm just suggesting to you that Walmart needs a little more time. I wouldn't be surprised if towards the end of the year, Walmart suddenly starts to come on strong again. But in the meantime, I just think it needs another, at least for now, it needs this, more of the summer to maybe when the school season starts again, maybe coming into early August, it'll be better. But right now, I think it's acting okay on the daily, but look at the weekly chart. It is making it. I love this pattern. Look at this. Absolutely. How does a chart know to make slightly lower lows and then slightly higher lows to make the cup formation? It's always a miracle to me. It has to do with gravity. It has to do with the gravity of the weight of the pricing, the weight of volume, the weight of a whole bunch of things, the weight of the psychology. It's getting less and less negative and a little bit more positive. But really, to be positive, you have to have a good break in Walmart. WMT trading at 87.02, down 69 cents right now. That weekly 4th of May high of 89.66, it's just 2.5 points away from here. You have to get a decent close to start tackling those very ugly candles of March. So yes, it's improved. Oh, so if the question is, what does it do in the Chapman wave? Monthly charts is terrible. Weekly charts is, for all the effort that the MACD and stochastic have had, and you've only gone this little distance to the upside, there's a lot of work to be done. But the daily saying, I'm trying, folks, I'm trying, I'm doing my best, and that's all it's doing. And that says, if you are a long-term buy and hold person, I would have to say I'd prefer not to see it go from 87 down to the 85s, because that would probably be a little bit better entry point. I'd rather be missing it now and seeing it trading in the at 87.02. I'd rather see it trading at the 88.75 area by Wednesday and say, oh, that's very good. I've missed some of the move, but I'm getting the higher highs and higher lows, even if they're very modest. I hope that my thinking is clear there. XOM. So this is fascinating. So over the weekend, I do some of the work. I just grabbed these charts. Didn't have time to actually notate, but I am looking for. I get questions about this periodically from subscribers to my opening call. And we've had this before. We've had some nice dividend plays. We had one fantastic one. Let me see if I can go there right now. It was DOD. Not everybody could get it because it trades almost by appointment. It trades like 500 or 1,000 shares a day. DOD. Let's see where it is right now. Yeah, it's just kind of flat right now. Had a little bit of a bounce. It's at 22.70. DOD is the Elements Dogs of the Dow. It's really like a little fund. All right. And it really should be bought on a particular day. I think it's in October or November. And then you hold it for a year and you get dividends for the next year's worst stocks that give you the best dividends. However, this is very interesting because it's held very nicely. And it's at 22, and the low that was made at 20.20 back in the week of the 6th of April, and the high that was made recently in April, May the 4th at 23.63. It's kind of in the middle, more to the upper end. I'm watching it, but we've had some spectacular gains in this thing because it screamed from the 20 level to 25.91 back in June of 2016, plummets back to 18. I think we bought it again, went to 29, leg E, and then it came down sharply. It's just very hard. Look, what's the volume today? Ooh, up volume is 3,419. They really have got that volume going, huh? Yeah, 3,500 shares altogether in ETF. Really not much. So I always say, be real careful. Have it as part of your portfolio if you're ever going to go in. Treat it as a dividend stock. We try to hold it at least 6 weeks to 2 months, trying to get that quarterly dividend. It all adds up very nicely. If you're correct, if you're wrong, you want out. You don't want to be messing. So that's that. So go back to XOM. So the question is, what wave is it? It's in leg. All right, let me just do this. Let me put that as a buy. A, B, it's in leg C. I've put it up an up arrow. I don't really have a choice because of that big spike about a week ago into the 84s. The MACD's okay. The stochastic's at 74%, not great, but look, it's holding above the 14-period moving average. It is a leg D in the weekly. The big thing about this is that ExxonMobil and Chevron have had such big declines when they've come down that it makes it really tough. I don't want to see any subscriber waiting for a whatever it is, 4.3 or 4.7, whatever it is, dividend. You got to pay capital gains on that. And then look at this chart. And then to see it gives back the capital that we were hoping. What is this 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock sneeze every day? A, B peak, B in the weekly chart. It's holding pretty well. This is Chevron a little bit. I like Chevron a little better. I've been saying that for a while. Oh, so it goes to a D, Doji. No, I'm just having too much of a tough time. I can't do it. I cannot in good conscience say, buy Exxon at 122 because it's going to 128. You'll make a real nice 6 points, 5% on capital gain, plus 4, whatever it is, on your dividend. I just don't see. It's just too risky. It might be over 3 months that you don't lose money and you do get the dividend. I would just say I don't want that risk right now. A, B, and then it goes to a rogue wave C, and then it drops sharply, precipitously, in fact. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see it as a dividend stock. But if you're just asking what it is, it looks to me like Chevron wants at 122s, wants to go to 120.20, the 200-period exponential moving average, and Exxon has the same arching pattern. All right. And crude oil, remember crude oil is not acting very well right here. It's down 2.89 now. Not good. All right, next thing. So Tim wants to know about Amazon. Did I do that? I think I went to Amazon, but I didn't analyze it. Okay, a really strong couple of gaps to the upside in leg D, all-time high at 1831.40. What was the high today? 1831 point, let me give you the exact high, 0.55. What would you do? First of all, as a long-term buy and hold, like you're putting it away for retirement or for your grandkids, I would say holding a little bit of Amazon, I think absolutely superb. On the shorter term, think about that when I get back. I'll be right back.
A Rubik's Cube offers more than 100 million starting positions, resulting in 43 billion potential twists and turns. Yet this puzzle can be solved in 20 moves. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and knowing the right move makes all the difference in the world. And on Thursday, July 19th at 4:15 p.m., I'll share with you the 3 essential tools behind my #1 ranking by Timer Digest for the S&P 500. This 30-minute event is being hosted by Ninja Trader, and it's open to everyone in our listening audience. At this event, I'll share with you the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that subscribers now use to identify tops and bottoms, as well as Stevie's red line and the market profiles that I use. The sign-up link is on the homepage of TFNN.com and requires nothing more than your name and email address. To help celebrate my #1 market timing ranking, we're making Mastering Probability available to anyone in our listening audience for the next 30 days with a free money-back guarantee, whether you've subscribed in the past or not. Make your move now by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com and sign up for Thursday's workshop, as well as my free newsletter trial offer.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. Stay tuned for another great hour of The Trader's Edge, heard here at TFNN.com.
Hi, everyone. So we're back. I had a question about NBR, which is Neighbors Industries, trading at $5.95, down 12 cents. Question was, is there any hope for NBR? Any sign of a bottom here? I said that it really, at $5.95, it has to hold the $5.60 support over the next week or two, especially if you're longer term. If you're shorter term, this arch formation with the piercing decisively the left side means it has 2 days in which to get to $6.35 or higher. Because if it doesn't do that, I think it's really kind of stuck. So be careful. All right. So as I said, we're long, we're short. We're waiting to get back into a more decisive short position. But at the same time, I am seeing under the radar stocks that are looking very nice. And I want to be able to put positions on. They don't have to be big positions right now. They are starter positions. They're positions where we would like to add to. That's the way I'm looking at it. And as to the market, just real quickly, was I supposed to do something else right now? I can't remember. But what I am looking at is the Dow's in leg C. There's just enough. There are enough stocks in the Dow that it's holding much better than the other areas. Two things that are very important right now is that how high can this go if the market does have that 9 to 11 point mini rally in the S&P, and then that translates into the S&P, the Qs and everything else starting to move high over the next couple of days. I think we've got a couple of days more on the upside, and then we've got to be somewhat careful. So in the meantime, back at the ranch, what I'm really looking at is the 24,920 to 24,890 should be really good support on the shorter term for the Dow. But if there's a break in the 25,050s one more time today, there's a chance we could try for 25,090s by either the close or by tomorrow. So my bias is still to the upside. We have mixed positions in my opening call. And we did get taken out with a very tight stop in Bank of America. It's running very nicely now. I'll have to make another decision about it. It's a pity. It was really just a little nervousness on my part on Friday. That was silly. So stay tuned for Steve. You know, Steve's got a workshop coming up on Wednesday. So have a great day. Steve Rhodes, you've got Dave White, you've got Tom O'Brien, great hosts coming up. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned to TFNN. Have a great day.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.